Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Under the creative leadership of Triple H, WWE is gearing up for the WrestlePalooza Premium Live event. The show is set to take place on September 20, 2025, at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, in. There are chances that the King of the Kings may return to Raw and fire AJ Styles for his recent actions. On the latest episode of The Red Show, Styles competed in a singles bout against El Grande Americano and won. Before the match, Styles cut a promo during the commercial break, where he mentioned ex-WWE stars Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. The Phenomenal One also claimed that someone didn't want him in WWE, which seemed like a shot at an official or authority figure. Many believe that the person in question is Triple H. Given this, the chief content officer might return to television and fire Styles for targeting him. This move could be part of a bigger storyline, as it could set the stage for Triple H to become the Vision's leader. Despite being fired as part of the storyline, the Phenomenal One could find a way to regain his job to continue his feud with the King of Kings. CM Punk and Seth Rollins are seemingly looking to end their rivalry with the mixed tag team match at WWE WrestlePalooza. Meanwhile, Styles might emerge as the next challenger for the Visionaries World Heavyweight Championship. If Styles challenges Seth Rollins for the gold, Triple H might aid his former ally and emerge as the new leader of the villainous group. The potential angle seems possible, as Rollins and the King of the Kings were highly successful as teammates when they were part of the Authority. The Hall of Famer was the one who manipulated Rollins to betray the Shield. Hence, he could once again join forces with the World Heavyweight Champion to target top babyfaces like AJ Styles on Raw. The game's potential inclusion in the Vision and a feud with AJ Styles will be a great storyline to witness on Monday Night Raw. Moreover, it could help both Styles and the heel faction remain relevant. As of now, this is mere speculation. AJ Styles is one of the most talented stars in the history of WWE. The former world champion is known for his remarkable in-ring skills and never fails to impress the audience. Given his poor booking on Monday Night Raw, fans are upset with the Triple H-led creative team. The game must book the Phenomenal One better on the red brand, as the veteran might have limited time left as an in-ring competitor. Styles has already hinted at his retirement many times, and he deserves some huge programs before he finally hangs up his boots. Having AJ Styles lose the Intercontinental Championship match in Paris has to be top 3 worst booking decisions Triple H has ever made. #GuaraRaw. The Game & Co. should not waste Styles' services, especially when the WWE Universe truly wants to witness the legend rise to the top again. Love Verma is a WWE features writer at Sportskeeda Wrestling with a bachelor's degree in arts and legislative law. His experience in legal drafting helps him cross-check reports with reputed media to ensure their accuracy. Despite being an avid WWE fan, Verma manages to maintain objectivity in his work, ensuring unbiased writing that resonates with both the casual reader and die-hard fan. Love became a pro wrestling fan after watching Royal Rumble 2014, and became a Brock Lesnar guy following the 2015 edition of Royal Rumble. He admires the sheer power and dominance the Beast incarnate displayed in his triple threat match against John Cena and Seth Rollins. However, one of his favorite matches is Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 31, where Orton delivered one of the greatest RKOs ever. Outside of wrestling, he enjoys painting, sketching, and immersing himself in the world of PC and PlayStation gaming, showcasing his creativity and love for entertainment. For decades, Paul Triple H Levesque has remained one of WWE's most influential figures, both in the ring and behind the scenes. With a Hall of Fame-worthy career, creative mind, and now a growing reputation as the architect of the new WWE era, Triple H has already changed the game once. But what if he's about to do it again? This time, on screen? Speculation has been swirling in the WWE universe that Triple H is set to make a dramatic return to Raw. But not just to flex his authority or deliver a typical promo. Rumors suggest he's returning to fire a major WWE superstar on live television, and perhaps most shockingly, take over as the new leader of the Vision. But what exactly is the Vision? Who could be getting fired? And why would Triple A, the cerebral assassin turned executive, inject himself into a storyline this volatile? The Vision has recently emerged on Raw as a mysterious cult-like faction that blends dystopian aesthetics with radical messages about control, evolution, and the future of wrestling. With cryptic vignettes, dark lighting, and eerie promos about purging the past to build the future, the group has quickly become one of the most talked-about elements of WWE programming. Led by a yet unconfirmed mastermind, the Vision has recruited a number of underutilized yet talented superstars, many of whom were cast aside under previous regimes. Some fans believe it's a shot at the old WWE system, while others see it as a revolutionary movement that could rival the likes of the Judgment Day or the Bloodline. But here's the twist. There's buzz that the Vision's current leader is set to be ousted, and that none other than Triple H is poised to take over the reins. At first glance, the idea of Triple H aligning with a faction like the Vision seems out of character. After all, he represents the establishment, WWE's creative head, its longtime star, and now a driving force behind the company's post-Vince McMahon era. But in wrestling, perception is everything, and control is power. Imagine Triple H stepping into a faction built around the very idea of the future of WWE, a group that rebels against corporate manipulation, only to be slowly overtaken by the biggest manipulator of all. It's poetic, it's sinister, it's cerebral. Triple H, who once led D-Generation X and then Evolution, knows how to play both rebel and tyrant. Becoming the face of the Vision would be a masterstroke, an evolution of his own persona. He could use the group to reshape WWE in his image, much like he did with NXT Black and Gold, but this time on a grander, darker scale. Sources and fan speculation suggest that a major WWE star will be publicly fired during this storyline, serving as a dramatic catalyst for Triple H's rise within the Vision. Rollins has been a central figure on Raw for years and has openly referred to himself as the Visionary. Could he be the original founder of the Vision, only to be betrayed by Triple H? Firing Rollins would send shockwaves across the WWE universe and create an instant feud between two of WWE's most iconic characters. Gable's recent heel turn and obsession with control over Alpha Academy could make him a natural fit for the Vision, or its first victim. A storyline where Gable tries to take over, only to be humiliated and fired by Triple H, would generate sympathy and set up a redemption arc. Nakamura has often been portrayed as a misused genius, someone who doesn't fit into the WWE mold. If he were fired live on Raw, it could be the catalyst for a massive rebellion storyline, or even his reemergence on another brand like SmackDown or NXT. Regardless of who gets fired, the act itself would be symbolic, the purging of the old guard or a betrayal of loyalty, feeding into the Vision's message of rebirth. This potential storyline isn't just about shock value. It could have lasting implications for Raw and WWE as a whole. If Triple H becomes the new leader of the Vision, WWE could see an all-out faction war. Imagine the Vision going toe-to-toe with the Bloodline, the Judgment Day, and even DIY or Imperium. It creates organic matchups that keep Raw unpredictable. While Triple H has retired from in-ring competition due to health concerns, a non-wrestling role as a faction leader could still bring him to the forefront of weekly storytelling. Occasional confrontations, physical teases, and promos would be more than enough to keep fans invested. This is where WWE thrives, having Triple H, the man who shaped modern NXT and now oversees WWE creative, become the leader of a faction based on Vision, and the future blurs the lines between fiction and reality. Fans love when the story mirrors backstage drama, and this would be a goldmine. References to changes coming during Raw promos. A recurring clock countdown symbol in the lower corner of Raw broadcasts, reminiscent of the Vision's debut. Social media posts from WWE stars tagging #TheVision without context. And most notably, A leaked internal memo reportedly showed that Triple H had creative involvement in the upcoming segment next week on Raw. Could that be the night the game changes? Triple H as the leader of the Vision isn't just a fantasy booking dream. It could be the next chapter in a long-term power narrative WWE is crafting. Firing a top star live on Raw would be a high-stakes, high-reward move. But if it leads to a darker, cerebral Triple H manipulating a faction built on control and destiny, it could breathe new life into WWE's flagship show. In a world where kayfabe and reality intertwine more than ever, Triple H returning to Raw, not just as the boss, but as the mastermind of the Vision, would be a storyline for the ages.